Hi, so I am going to go ahead and throw some cards on Trump and how he's feeling about Mar-a-Lago, little activity, little housekeeping that they had going on there recently with the FBI. Let's just take a temperature. All right. Now, what covers him is the Emperor. And this time, this is really truly the law. This is the authority of the government. And he's not a part of that anymore. So this is actual authority that covers him. What crosses him is good counsel or anyone that is willing to represent him. I feel like this is an issue. Now, I know he and Giuliani are, I don't know, love, hate, love, hate. But anyway, it shows like he's struggling to get some form of counsel. Hmm. And he's got the authorities and you know on to him. This is based on the Queen of Swords. I think was this his ex that just recently passed, Miss Ivana, because this is a woman that's been divorced. Um, and it sure feels like there's something potentially there. It's somebody that was more independent. This could also be somebody that, been investigating him. So, anyway, crowned by the King of Cups. Hmm. And the world is in his past. His success is behind him. And also the end of a cycle. I think that was him being in power and all that stuff. Yeah, done. And now he's being held to account, I believe, by authorities. Male and a female show up here, and it's no joke. He's I'm looking at how he's going to deal with it. I see some sense of celebration here going on. Now, this could be on the part of, by the public for sure, because that is not a lie. But it may also be that it will point to three of, in particularly, of his top dummies, or at least two, while he was in, was in power here in the past. And this council, yeah, I think so. This is wanting to move. This is wanting things change to go in a better direction. Um, and this is where he's thinking things are going to go by moving, by moving, and by doing this tour that he's been doing. His little this little circus show. Anyways, that's his opinion. But in the environment, we get that number three again. We get people cooperating with each other, or we get more than one person working towards a goal. And, you know, helping each other. And this is not going to, these people, perhaps these are also connecting to those that are been investigating him, are really going to be pleased with what they get from these records and stuff. I guess what, phone records for the last 2 years or something is crazy. Just imagine, how petulant he is. He's probably text laden. Um, what he hopes to do is to defend himself, and he thinks he can do it. Um, he's definitely like, oh, just stand up for myself, and that's my property. Get off my lawn. Okay, and the last thing is a battle is won, but I don't think it's for him. I think it's for the people here that are investigating, that have authority. And it's the beginning of, I think, a real final, for him, surprise of like, you're not going to just get away with everything. This is like a harder pull at him. And he's going to have a loss. But much to the celebration of others. Again, you notice the three cups here, they're overturned. He's disappointed in these three. So there's going to be people cooperating, that he really is disappointed in. And it looks like I keep getting the number three, or two or three, but three figures heavily in. And I think he's got a feeling of some betrayal on top of this. But it's just a loss that he will not be able to overcome and fight. So this, I think, takes his breath away a bit once he realizes how that he can't just do as he thinks he's going to, and that he's got an actual loss. And this is karma. This is those records that he wasn't able to destroy, or put down a toilet on Air Force One, or have people wearing them in their pants. I don't know. And he is going to have to endure. He is going to have to endure this. And it's going to show also how petulant he is. This is the animalistic nature, and how well you've mastered basically not throwing a temper tantrum every time you don't get your way. It's really, who's the adult in the room? Well, we all know it isn't him. So I can't say that it's going to show. It makes me feel like it's going to depict that issue with him pretty heavily. I bet you're also surprised. This is the pleasure seeking, gluttonous need of attention, and his own, oh, padding of his ego. Very childlike. Again, we're getting a page of cups. Um, he's just, I hate reading on him again. He's so stupid. I'm sorry. He's all about himself and he's expectatious like a spoiled child. It's just irritating. Yeah, and it runs in their family. Big surprise. We'll be, there'll be a lot about the family dynamics as well here with the money, with the 10 of Pentacles, the Trump family from this. Oh, and how manipulated. What a paper tiger he is. He's not, it's a lot of bluff and fluff. And he makes things appear or tries to make them appear by manipulating things. Oh, he wouldn't dare. The whole family like that. There's their secrets. Whoops, how did those get in there? And there are receipts with the Princess of Pentacles. Actual, you know, receipts of some kind with their details that they will be gathered, or were able to gathering, processing. There was fighting. They're going to try and fight this. Um, you won't believe it. He's going to lose his temper again in a big way. And of course, I would say that probably goes for the rest of them. And there could be even fighting in and amongst each other because there's fraud. Something is fraudulent here with the Seven of Swords. It is knowledgeably made to look other than it is. It's some tampering. Oh, and they're very worried about it. It's heavy duty. It was a real burden. They're going to be very burdened by this really big inconsistency once somebody starts scratching the surface. Knight of Cups. Well, there's an offering. There's a partnership, or there was an offer of partnership. Maybe this is somebody finally that he can find to represent them. I don't know. And he's got hope, but it's delusional. It's over the top. It's delusional type of trying to paint the family um other than as the grifters they are, to put it mildly. There is judgment now. He's just not, he's going to be getting in trouble for things that they've been able to find. And it's just, he's caught out for the past, and his children are connected into it too. Justice. And they're stupid. You wouldn't believe it. No, yes. There's the Fool. It's also a new cycle and it's a new day, and they've taken too big of a risks, too many risks and too uh, and there's an end an end to their being able to create barriers. This is going to take them their stamina out and what they can stand on and endure. This will really be a transformation. And this could also be an actual passing of someone, I think, connections with Khashoggi? Who knows? But then there's money and work, of course, other people's, and something is exposed with the sun. So their deeds were and misdeeds are going to come under scrutiny and just be totally blown open. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords and it will call for further investigation. So it's going to expand. The investigation will expand for clarity. There's Ivanka, and she's she's doing a dance here with her money. What's this? Back and forth. You know, that little shifting of around of things, hesitancy, but she's trying to balance stuff. Queen of Pentacles and a Knight of Pentacles. To me, this really sounds like money that's maybe been handled by wives and Ivanka. And this has been for a long period of time with this Knight of Pentacles, perhaps, way of doing this way of operating. Now she's, she goes to the Middle East and has done dubious business there. Um, Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Well, there's action taken, I think, with her father. And there is possible, this could be also around a female that claims that they felt trapped by him or unable to, perhaps, the woman that the many when one of the many that have come forward, it makes me think that he's tried to shortchange, and it could be Stormy, even stuff like that. I think there's just a bunch of stuff that's going to come out again. Yeah, and the hold on a minute. The Prince of Wands and the Four of Wands. I just think they've been very careless with their phone and their electronics in general. This really makes me feel like extended again, investigating more information. It's just like, I think a lot of the information will just like call for further investigation in different directions and certain definite directions. They're going to try to block. Uh, I think there's a sense of being numb. I don't think it's like, no, I don't accept this. Some kind of block or refusal. But they don't seem to realize that they can't do this. Yeah, and there's the Knight of Swords is coming to say there is a way that you have to do something. There is a process, and this is pretty heated, and they're going to either way, a process he didn't follow. Well, there's going to be a process on him with to do with money, investments, things over time, his delusional ideas. Yeah, and attempts to deflect. It's just going to show him to be a flake, delusional. And I do think he self medicates. Again, there's that sniffy kind of an issue going on. However, I think what is going to happen is somebody's, again, there's a couple of people I think that are going to really turn on him and making a deal and an agreement. And I think it puts him in a place of suspension. It puts him in a place of, that's the final card that he gets, of this is delay. This is, he's not really just free like he wants to be. And he's getting hemmed in, is the feeling. So that could be prison. That could be looking at some kind of, even, you don't leave the country, you are, officially not going to be allowed to do that kind of thing. And he has to stay put. So there's, that's the last card for him. So that's just a quick reading, quick throw on Donald and Mar-a-Lago. And I will look more with more fun tomorrow and at some unidentifieds. So join me then. See you later. And I hope you have a great, great week. Bye bye.